All right, you guys. Hello, hello. I am so excited to be able to give you guys just the starting steps in your business. And I love seeing some returning coaches who are, getting refocused on their business. And for those of you that don't know, my name is Meg Kozlowski. I signed up as a coach back in 2009. And I didn't really start doing anything with my business until about 2 years later. So if you are someone who is, you've been a coach for a while and you're restarting, or you're a brand spanking new coach, everyone's coaching journey is different. Okay. And I always say that there's a sign up date and there's a start date. And sometimes those are the same exact days. It's like day one, you take off. Other coaches, it might be a couple weeks apart. It might be a couple months. It might be a couple years. But that start date is when you officially jump in with 2 feet in and you say, you know what, this is something that I want to make bigger. This is something that I want to be able to pay off my Shakeology, or I want to be able to help a couple people, or if you want to dream a little bigger and say, I want to be able to make this my part-time gig or my full-time gig. You have the flexibility to choose that. And you'll also notice through your coaching journey, it's going to change, you guys. There's going to be times where you start out and you want to make this something littler, and then you start seeing the possibility and what it can do for you and your family and for your life, and it grows. Okay, so don't feel like if you decide at the beginning, like, I just want to kind of do it for a discount and do it here and there, that you're stuck in that that space for the rest of your coaching journey. Okay, you get to make the choices. So let me share my screen real quick, you guys. Let's see, share screen. There we go. And we will get going. Okay, so you guys should be able to see that, not this. This. Okay, so we are going to get going. This is our lovely team, Team Fit Addicted. Now you'll notice that there's a couple different coach team names. Like you might be a part of For His Kingdom or Boss Babes or whatever. There's so many different teams. And you might get confused because there's so many different team names. But here's the thing, you guys. You are part of your coach's team, as well as my team, as well as my upline Janelle's team, as well as her upline Christine Dwyer's, and it just keeps growing, you guys. So when you're like, oh gosh, what team am I part of? You're a part of a lot of different teams, okay? And that's the cool thing, is that you get to be, you get to kind of grab onto different trainings from other coaches, and the resources are endless. But this is, kind of the umbrella of Team Fit Addicted. I'm the mama bear. And I told you guys a little bit that I signed up back in 2009. Strictly just for the discount. I didn't want anything more than just the discount. I loved Shakeology. I just wanted to have a way to afford Shakeology. I was 22 years old. I was going to get my master's in public health nutrition, and I really did not think I could ever turn this into something bigger than what I was starting out as. And 2 years in, I hated my full-time job. I wanted out of it. I was dating my husband at the time. We were newly dating, and I was not liking the kind of person that I had become. I was grumpy. I was tired, I was overworked and making nothing. And I noticed that when I started working my coaching business and started talking to my clients and started putting a little bit of effort in, I was really happy. I was getting to help people with health and fitness, which truly is my passion. And I, little by little, started to do more and more and more. And about a year and a half into making it kind of, 2 feet in, I was able to walk away from that full-time job. And like I said before, you can do that. You can do it faster. It might take you a little bit longer. It really is what you put into it. And that's one of the things I love about coaching, is that it's really up to you. We give you the resources, we give you the tools, but you have to be the one that actually takes it to the next level. Okay? So let's go through these steps. First thing, okay? You have to focus on you. I remember when my coach told me that, because I had all these resources thrown at me, which you might feel like that too. And you're like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to focus on? What do I do? How do I keep up with this? There's all these team groups and all these notifications, right? Like you're almost like my head's going to explode. The most important part, you guys, is focusing on you and your journey and getting results. Now, results come in all different shapes and sizes. You might have 50 pounds to lose. You might have no weight to lose, but you want to tone up. You might be coming back from, having cancer, or overcoming an autoimmune disease like I did, or using it to help with cope with anxiety and depression. We all use these products for different reasons, and that's your coaching journey, okay? It's not always coming in, the before and after pictures that you see crazy amount of weight lost. There's a lot of very, very successful coaches who have never lost 1 pound on our Beachbody programs. They've been super fit the whole time, but you've seen the transformation from the inside out, okay? And they've been able to be very successful with that. So number one, get to know the products. If you are not using a Beachbody workout program and drinking Shapeology, and if you can, doing the performance line, you're missing out, okay? Because if you're not using the products, you can't fall in love with them. If you don't fall in love with them, how are you supposed to help other people with them, right? I know for me, if I try something and I love it, I can't shut up about it. I talk about it all the time to the point where people are probably like, oh my gosh, right? But that's the point, you guys, because when you fall in love with it and it kind of changes your life, people can't help but look, right? They're excited for you. They feel that passion. They want to join you, okay? Number three, tell people about the products and lifestyle. And we'll teach you guys through the new coach mentorship group how to do this without being salesy and icky, because we all have those friends out there that sell products from another company, and they're like plastering products all over their page, and you're like, oh, I kind of want to unfollow you, but I can't, and that sort of thing, right? Like we all have that. We all have those people. We're going to teach you how to not do that, okay? Number four, help people change their lives with the products. Number five, hopefully you guys can see this, tell those people they can help people the way that you are, okay? So it really is that simple. Those 5 steps, you guys. Get to know the products, love them, okay? Because I guarantee, I hope you're all doing the refilm of 21 Day Fix, but if you get through a workout program, like start to finish, you don't skip days, start to finish, your confidence goes up, but you'll notice some kind of change. Like I said, not always weight loss, but some kind of change, and definitely your confidence has grown up because you've made it through that, okay, along with the nutrition. Let's go on to the next one, you guys. So use your resources. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this with the Coach Online Office, our team page, Coach FAQs, and then YouTube and Google, okay? That's where you can find the resources. And I tell my coaches, and I think probably every coach tells their coach this, Google is going to be your best friend. Anytime I have a question about coaching, I go and I type it in Google and I can find answers like this, okay? Instead of having to go into the team page and wait for someone to respond to me, and maybe someone's not even going to respond to me, right? That's happened before as well. And then that takes forever. Be resourceful, okay? Go and find the answers for yourself because you're going to get it a lot quicker. So let's go on to your Coach Online Office. I'm going to show you what's important in there, okay? So if you go to teambeachbody.com, that's where you have your office, okay? You type that in, and we're going to go in here. So I already have my stuff saved. So you'll sign in, and it'll sign you in as a customer first. I wish it didn't do that, but it does. Then you got to click the Coach tab up here, and you're going to go to Coach Office. So it's going to pull up another tab and make me sign in again. Come on, did it save it? Yay, okay, good. All right, so it's going to come in here, and I'm going to show you the most important things to look at, okay? So here, we're all at 0 today, you guys, because it's April 1st. So you'll look at your Success Club qualification. Every time you sell a challenge pack or a Shakeology Home Direct, you're going to see it right here, okay? Now, sometimes it's delayed, and we'll get into that in a second, but sometimes it's delayed. You can go here and look at Success Club, and it'll show up right here, okay? It'll say, whether it was a coach or it was a customer. You want to be comfortable with that, okay? I don't know why that's saying 0. So we'll go here. Now, the other important thing is your earnings, okay? So you can click on earnings to know how much you've earned for the week. Every Thursday we get paid, okay? So say that you sell something on Tuesday, well, I guess Monday through Wednesday of this week. You're not going to see it in your earnings until Thursday morning, okay? Every single Thursday. You can see your volume here. You can get your coach ID, all that information, okay? Another important tab is your Monitor My Business. You can see your own personal orders, your customers' orders, your actual customers' information, anything you have on subscription. You can see your entire personally sponsored list once you start signing up coaches on your team and their information. Sponsorship drill down, that means that you'll be able to see the coaches that you sign up, and then their coaches, and then their coaches, and their coaches. So I can see you in my sponsorship drill down. You can also see here, when you go to Emerald, and we'll talk about Emerald on Thursday, that preferred placement is where you're going to change your legs, okay? And what I mean by leg is we all have a left and a right leg in this business, okay? As you're signing up coaches, you're gonna wanna put them on your left and your right leg. Preferred placement is where we would go, and you'll see, why does mine say automatic? I feel like it okay, here we go. I was like, I feel like it reset my business center on me. So you'll see that it says set preferred placement, okay? And you're just gonna have it set up, set preferred placement. Yours will probably say automatic. Change it to set preferred placement. Here, you don't have to have a coach ID in here, okay? That's optional. I would leave it blank. And then you'll just switch from left and right. Don't worry about first available, week, out, stay away from those. Just left and right, okay? So we'll switch it left and right, left and right. So I'm gonna switch mine to my right. Back and monitor your business, you also see your compensation, so team volume, carryover volume, earnings and commissions. And you'll also see here your EFT management. Now, I'm not going to click on that because that has my bank information in it, but that will show you where you want to set up your bank information. The first time you get paid, it'll come as a check, okay? So say that you make $20 today, okay, you sell something. And, oh, Jamie Brown's coming to our retreat. Yay, that popped up right at this time. Sorry, guys. So lost my train of thought, Jamie. So you want to set up your EFT management, okay? So the first time you get paid, you get a check in the mail, okay? Now, after that, they're gonna, if you don't set up your EFT management, which go on and do this after we get off this call, okay? They will start deducting like a couple cents every time they have to send you a check. You want to have this set up because if you have your EFT management, they don't have to send you a check in the mail. You get it straight to your bank account, okay? So that's really nice, you guys. Instead of having to wait like a week to get it in the mail, it just shows up in your bank account every Thursday. Wonderful, right? We'll be excited about that, and with our spouses, right? Our spouses will be excited. So you'll also see that there's other things like Grow My Business. You'll see that there are, challenge group tools, product tools. There's so many different things here, right? You can set up your website over here and put like your picture and your profile. Also, learning about your share cart, which we can talk about in a second. And then there's more training. So if you don't have enough training, you guys, that we've thrown at you, there's more training stuff that you can learn right here, okay? All right, so we're gonna click out of our office. Oh wait, one last thing. So you'll see here the most important things, Coach Breaking News. Okay, so they update those probably like once a week if there's something important going on. For instance, the real time of 21 Day Fix started today. Okay, they also have, you guys better all be going to Summit. They have your Summit ticket stuff right here. You can go on there and purchase your Summit ticket. Hosting, you can host or attend a Super Saturday. Highly suggest you all go here and look for a Super Saturday in your town. I know it's scary to like go to a live event, but until you go to a live event, this is not real, okay? It doesn't feel real to you because you're behind a computer and you're talking to people online, and it's kind of like, okay, this is kind of fun hobby. Now, when my coaches get to a live event, Summit, Super Saturday, which is a super weekend thing, you will see there's other people like you, and you'll hear stories of people succeeding, and you're going to see people stand up and like talk about how much weight loss they've lost, and you'll get training and all this stuff. It becomes real life, okay? Almost every single coach that I've had, that once they get to a live event, it's like game on, okay? You see that this is something that you can grow, okay? And it's cool to be around other coaches. You'll also see, other events and stuff going on here. And the last thing, you guys, is my business alerts, okay? So you'll be able to see your customers. So when you have new customers order, as well as customers, like a brand new customer, you'll be able to see new coaches in your organization. If you've signed up a coach, you'll be able to see all this stuff right here, you guys, okay? So make sure you keep an eye on these business alerts. All right, so we're gonna get out of there. Now we're going to go over to ShareCart. So ShareCart, I'm not going to go through this, you guys. There's a very quick video on YouTube. If you just type in ShareCart, I believe it was uploaded by Scotty Hobbs, that explains how to use ShareCart. This will be your best friend. When you have a customer, you can just set up all the information for them. So you have a customer who wants to try 3-day refresh. You go on there, you type in their email address, you put their name in there, you get to click whatever they want to purchase, whether it's a challenge pack or the 3-day refresh or Shakeology or whatever, and you have it all set up. And so it's like this beautiful present in this nice tiny bow. You send it to the person, they get it as an email, and all they have to do is put in their billing information and their address, and they're good to go, as opposed to them having to navigate the site, which the site's actually pretty easy to navigate, but you take away all that guesswork for them. So they can go on there and get exactly what you talked about without having to get stressed out. Because how many of us have gone on a site, and Beachbody's site is beautiful, we just redid it a year or two ago, but how many of us have gone on a site to order something and you get frustrated and confused, and by the time you actually want to purchase it, you end up not purchasing it, right? Because you're like, I don't even know where to click. I don't know what to do. This takes away all that guesswork. The other thing we go over is Coach FAQs. So this is somewhere you can get all the answers, you guys. You can either go to coachfaq.com or come to Team Beachbody, and it's right here. And you can type in, say we want to ask about Success Starter, okay? You can type that in here, and it's going to pull up all of these things to help you about Success Starter, okay? All the stuff right here. This will be your best friend, along with Google. All right, let's get back to the slides. So we're gonna go into here. All right, guys, so team page. So you should all be a part of new and improved Important Team Fit Addicted. And so you can go in there and ask questions. You also have YouTube and Google. I go on YouTube all the time and find different trainings. If you're like, I want a little more information on running a challenge group, if you type in Beachbody Challenge Group, you can find so many different videos, and make sure you look for the most recent one, okay? So one within the last couple months to watch. Don't watch one from years ago, because our business has changed so much over the years, okay? But you'll hear them from top coaches. The coaches in the network are so open to sharing their top tips. It's insane, okay? So make sure that you're using that. Okay, I like to sometimes pull up YouTube videos and listen to them while I'm showering or when I'm like eating breakfast or something, because I'm always learning as well. All right, so be proof the product works. Okay, so these are the 4 vital behaviors. You're gonna hear us talk about this a lot. We already talked about this. You gotta do your workouts, you gotta drink your shake, okay? If you're not doing that, you're not gonna grow a very successful business. Number 2, share, connect, invite, and follow up. Okay, so share your journey on social media, start conversations. We're going to teach you how to do that in the new mentorship group this week, okay? And talk to people, invite them to join your next group. So we don't just like, unless it's someone who's close to you and on your dirt list, which we'll talk about in a bit, you're not going to like just jump and invite them, okay? Because that's what a salesy, spammy person would do, not us. Number 3, personal development. You want to spend 10 minutes a day to listen or read some kind of personal development. If you are a busy person, highly suggest downloading the app Audible. Now I know you can get books on iTunes as well, but Audible is the best app ever. You can get every single book on there. I listen to it in the shower. I listen to it when I'm getting ready in the morning. I listen to it when I'm driving Tenley to swim lessons or ballet or whatever we're going to, or going to the grocery store. I rarely listen to music, or if I'm doing laundry, because I can do 2 things at once, okay? So 10 minutes, mine ends up being pretty much all day. I'm filling my head with some kind of personal development. Get people results, okay? So get yourself results, get your customer results, and then get your coaches results. Makes pretty much sense, right? So those are the 4 vital behaviors. You'll hear us talk about those a lot. Next thing, you guys, is your first goal as a new coach is to help 3 people get started with a program in Shakeology. That's what we put together as a challenge pack. Now, when I first signed up, you guys, we did not have challenge packs. Things were sold separately. Okay, so you had to buy Shakeology, and then you had to buy the workout program. It was a pain in the booty. And then they finally realized, like, everyone's like basically buying these all together. Why don't we put them together and give people a good deal? Okay, so that's how we have the challenge packs. I bet probably the majority of you signed up with the challenge pack, right? So you want to be able to help people get that same start. They're going to get the workouts, they're going to get the supplements, They're going to get the nutrition. They're going to get you as their coach. It's the best thing together. So start with your friends and your family as you grow your cold market, okay? Now I want to make sure I mention this. Grow your cold market. We will be going over this in the new coach mentorship group, but do not wait until your warm market runs out to grow your cold market. Cold market means people you don't know, okay? So people you've never talked to on social media. Now some of you, that might scare the heck out of you. We got you, okay? We will help you. Okay, so Achieving Success Club, your first 3 months earns you a free ticket to Summit. Now, they have the cutoff, so Summit is our giant event, okay, where everyone comes together and we celebrate and we learn, and it's just a bunch of fun, okay? It's in Indianapolis this year. If you want to go to Summit, you can't, unfortunately, earn it through this Success Club thing for this year because it's April and the event's in July. Okay, so they had the cutoff date that you should have already started to earn it. But you can still purchase your ticket. Okay, it's at a really good discounted price right now. Please look into Summit. Please, 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 please. Okay, Summit is where it was like a game changer for me in my business. And so talk to your upline about that. But if you do this, okay, say you hit Success Club in April, and then May, and then June, you earn a free ticket for next year's Summit. So we don't know the days or where it's going to be, but you'll earn a free ticket. You don't have to use it. You should use it, but you'll earn it, okay? So step 1, commit to starting a boot camp. So let's talk about earning Success Club and helping people. You've got to commit to hosting a boot camp. Now, every single team does this differently. I allow my coaches to bring their clients into my challenge groups with me, okay? So you can bring your clients into my challenge group. I have an ongoing challenge group, and I have a saying where I say, I do, we do, you do, okay? So I do is, your first month or so as a coach, you can add people in. You're still on your journey. You're still getting comfortable. You don't need to have to do it on your own. So you add people into the group. You act like a client as well and get the support and the resources and all that kind of stuff, but you support your clients as well, okay, behind the scenes and in the group. And then when you get comfortable, we do the we do. Okay, so I have about 3 or 4 coaches as of right now that are helping me run my big challenge group. We each take a day or 2 and we share tips, like health and fitness type tips, okay? So they can get comfortable posting in a group and get comfortable sharing tips and stuff. And then when they get comfortable enough, then they go off and they do their own, okay? So talk to your coach. See if they have a group that you can run with them. If they do not, you guys reach out to me. I'm just Meg Kozlowski on Facebook. I'm always here to help. You can hop in my challenge group and you can, go along with what I do with my new coaches, okay? So these are just 2 examples. This is one where I was not using my own transformation. This is, transformations of Abby, who you guys all know Abby. She's running the group along with us. But this is Abby and then another coach who were in the To Be Mindset Challenge group. I am currently pregnant, so I don't really have results right now. So I shared other people's results, okay? So you can definitely share other people's results when you're doing a challenge group invite. If you have your own results, like our beautiful Brittany, share that, okay? So you'll see a little bit different examples of these challenge group invites. Feel free to screenshot these. But, one is just a short one explaining what you do and what you get. Britt's is a little longer with a story, okay? So she's explaining her story. Both are great ways to share challenge group invites. You want to kind of mix them up, okay? So your first invites, you guys, become a conversation expert, okay? So your goal is to connect with at least three new people a day, okay? So if you want to see this business grow faster, I would increase that. I remember my coach saying, it's really that simple, you guys. All you have to do is take that bare minimum number that we set for you and multiply it by 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And I'll tell you, when I really started taking off with my business, I multiplied it by like 5 or 10 every single day and increased it. You have that opportunity. Now, I'm not saying you have to talk to that many people. 3 people, to have 20 by the end of the week is a great number, but you can go above and beyond. Now, you're not reaching out to, if you're not reaching out to them, you're not reaching out to close them. There we go. You're reaching out to open the door. So I think it's a common misconception that the first person you talk to and the first time you talk to them about a challenge group that they're going to say yes. Now, I'm going to burst your bubble, guys. It's going to take a couple times of talking to them. I think I heard that it takes 6 to 10 times for someone to see something or hear about something before they actually want to join. I was that number. Maybe think about your coach. Maybe you watch them for years. Maybe you watch them for like months. Maybe they invited you to become a coach many, many times, right? And you were like, no, 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 no. But every time you're planting that seed, and then it was the right time for you, when it was the right time for me, I said yes, okay? So it had been many times before I actually said yes. So don't go in expecting the person to say yes right away. Sometimes it happens, and that's always nice. That's like a nice little present. But majority of the time, it does not. You are reaching out to open that door or plant a seed, basically saying, hey, this is what I have to offer. And then it's their job to decide whether or not it's up to them or to join, okay? Be brief, be excited, and every message you want to end with a call to action. Now, what I mean by that is with a question. And I'll show you examples at the end, so don't hop off, okay? Find their need and fix their problem. You guys, we have so many different resources. We have so many tools. Don't get stuck just with challenge packs. I know that we're talking about that, but you're going to have people who come in that might already love the gym and they might not want to drink Shakeology, but maybe they're going on vacation in 30 days and they feel like they just want to lose 5 to 10, no, not 5 to 10, like 3 to 5 pounds right before that event. Talk to them about the 3-day refresh, okay? Or maybe you have someone who really doesn't want to work out, but they're really struggling with nutrition. Talk to them about the Ultimate Portion Fix or 2B Mindset. We have so many resources in our arsenal, you guys. Don't just get pinned to just focusing on challenge packs, okay? So look for the problem to be able to help them. Recognize and welcome objections. We all get objections, you guys. The common one you're going to get is, I don't have time. I don't have the money, okay? Talk to your coach about how to combat those. We'll share tips as well as in the New Coach Mentorship group, but we all get them, you guys. We all get those questions, and basically what that means is you have not given them enough value. They don't see why this is worth the money that you're asking. So you ask more questions, okay, to kind of break through that objection. Use scripts in the files. We have scripts to be able to help you. Okay, so look at the scripts. I don't want you to copy and paste them, you guys. I do want you to put your own spin on them because it has to sound like you. What happens to me when I copy and paste someone else's script, not only do I kind of feel weird, right? Because I'm like, wait, that's not my words, right? I just feel a little weird, but they can sense that it's not you because you might talk differently than that coach. So use the script as kind of a starting point and say, okay, this is how my coach would say it. How would I say it? How would I word things? Maybe you're someone who says girl, okay? Or you say, I don't know, you feel weird saying hey girl. Change it, okay? Follow up forever. So basically, you guys, like I said before, it's up to them to decide when this is right for them. And your job as a coach is not to convince people. Yay, you guys, we don't have to knock people's doors down to get them to say yes, right? But it is your job to let them know that this opportunity is out there, okay? So if someone is showing interest and it's not the right time, put them on your follow-up list for the next month or the next month or the next month. And when it's time, they will sign up, okay? Okay, so don't be afraid of cost. It is an amazing value. Don't send them your link right away and don't show up and throw up. So you keep things short and sweet, okay? And like I said about the link, you do not send a link to someone until they are ready to purchase. Okay, that conversation should be going back and forth, asking questions until they are ready to sign up. And then you can ask those questions to set up the share cart to send to them. Okay, so you should not be sending out links until that person is ready to sign up. Okay, Coach Karma. This is something really important to remember, you guys. Coach Karma, it basically means when you first come into coaching, you are either known as that health and fitness person already, or maybe you're the go-to person when people want to try new makeup, or you have a blog that people ask questions and you just put all the information on there. Like, you're that go-to person. Or maybe you're that person that's always showing up and helping others, right? You're going to come in with good coach karma. And that means that your business might take off faster than someone who comes in with not as good coach karma. Now, I'm not saying either one is right, okay? Like, we all come in with different coach karma. I'll be honest, I had bad coach karma when I first came in. Even though I had the degree in nutrition, you guys, I had no idea what the heck I was doing. And I came in with not good coach karma. And it took me a while to get myself going in this business. And that's not a bad thing, you guys. Not so many people. I see some people come in and they have this idea of how this business is supposed to go. And if they don't get those quick wins right away, right? Like, if we don't lose those few pounds right away, they quit because they're like, there must be something wrong with me. No, it just means that people have to trust you. They have to watch you. If you're someone who's already been sharing your journey on social media, yeah, people are going to want to start working with you faster. If you haven't, and posting fitness and nutrition and like just sharing your life on social media is new to you, it's going to take people some time to warm up. That's okay. Do not compare your chapter 1 to someone else's middle chapter, okay? As long as you stay consistent, you're going to succeed, okay? Some of my top coaches have gone like 4 or 5 months. I'm not saying this is going to be you, but 4 or 5 months before they've sold anything, because they've been trying to build up this karma and they are having people trust them, and they've been inviting people, but they're getting lots of no's. And then all of a sudden something clicks, okay? And all of a sudden people start coming and they say, yes, I've been watching you. You're so inspiring. I want to join your group, okay? And then things start flowing, okay? So don't compare your journey. Stick with it. All right, so our first goal I said was Success Club, which is helping 3 people get started with a challenge pack or Shakeology Home Direct, okay? Your second one for this month is hitting Emerald, okay? So Emerald is just right here, okay? So getting 2 personally sponsored coaches underneath you, okay? So that's what these little circles are 2 personally sponsored coaches underneath you, okay? And then these are the other ranks as they go up. And so once you nail Emerald, we'll be able to focus on Ruby and Diamond. Now guys, Emerald, like I said, we're doing a rapid fire to Emerald call on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. with me, and I'm going to give you top tips to hit Emerald within 24 hours. If you are someone who wants to hit the ground running and you're like, it's go time, like I want to make this business big, I want to run, or even if you're like, I don't really want to run, but I do want to grow this business steady, get on that call, okay? Make sure you get on, because I'm going to give you guys actionable tips to do, okay? So we'll focus on Emerald. And I've seen people achieve Emerald in 7 days, the first 7 days of being a coach. I've seen people do it within 24 hours of being a coach. I've seen people take years to hit Emerald. It really is, once you make the decision to go for it, it happens, okay? So you get to set that pace. Sharing your journey, okay? Sharing your journey on social media. We all share it differently. So these are 2 of my really good friends, Britt Wright and I said Abby Walsh. Allison Clark. Abby is one of my really good friends, but this is Allison Clark. She's another one of my good friends. We all have very different journeys, okay? Britt's a mother of 4, and she makes motherhood look good, right? Allison just had her breast implants taken out, okay? And she had that breast implant disease. So she's sharing a lot about that journey. She's a newlywed. She's sharing that. They don't have kids quite yet. They're paying off their debt right now, okay? So she has a very different journey compared to Britt. I am currently expecting our second baby, okay? So I'm 30 weeks pregnant right now with our rainbow baby, and I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I have a nutrition degree, and I'm married to my best friend, and, you'll see me share, and I have a adorable little puppy. Isn't she so cute? But, you'll see me share differently than Allison and Britt. That's the cool thing. You all have different things about you, things that make you unique. Share with that. That's what's going to make you stand apart from other coaches. I've heard people say, it's so saturated. It's really not saturated, because there's only one of you, okay? And you are going to attract different people than I would attract. And that's the cool thing, is that if you look around you as you're going to the supermarket or you're at the mall or whatever, there's people who have no idea what Beachbody is. And they need these products in their lives. So by you sharing your journey, you're going to attract the right people that need you, okay? So before you post, ask yourself what you want them to get from it and would it stop the scroll. So if you look at Britt's, you look at Allison's, you look at mine, it's all different. But we're trying our best to do eye-catching posts. Okay, and I post eye-catching pictures. You'll notice none of us really just post just a random sweaty selfie that's like this, right? That's a thing of the past. You have to think a little bit about your posts, okay? Talk to your coach about some ways to make your posts a little more eye-catching. Hopefully I'm not overwhelming you guys, but you want to notice that, you know, none of us do the same post over like the same angle, you know, like this over and over and over again. At least I hope we're not, because that gets really boring. How many of you have seen Instagrams like that where you look through and you're like, she has the same post? Because we all have one good side, right? Like there's one side that we really love, right? But really our faces look the same on both sides, right? Like we're so crazy. My husband's always like, you look literally the same on both sides. So you want to mix it up because that's what's going to stop the scroll. People are going to look through your Facebook, they're going to look through your Instagram, and you're going to catch their eye, okay? Power of consistency. My 3-year-old's like, oh my gosh, she's right here. Hi, babe. Shh. Henley Marie. That's the life of a mom, right? Okay, now she's gonna cry. Power of consistency and patience. So guys, this is back in 2014. Do not do a post like this. Okay, if you have, it's okay. I have too, but that's not what works, okay? This was so bad. It was so bad. I can't believe I even put it out there. I have my link on there. I have the products. Like, oh, that's bad. I was being that spammy person. Now you might be like, really? But you still got 24 comments and 49 likes. I guarantee these were all coaches, okay? These were all coaches on my team that probably were supporting me. So it's not scroll stopping. Hopefully you can hear over to me. It's not scroll stopping. I probably got a lot of unfriending right after I put this up. It's not personalized. It screams sales. There's no story. Okay, so that was 2014. 5 years later, almost 5 years later, you guys, I, put up a post about our journey and being, pregnant with our baby. And I told a story, you guys. I told a story, I'm sharing my journey, and I got 983 likes, 49 comments. Now, that's not my norm. If you go to my social media, you'll notice I don't normally get 983 likes, but when I share stories and I take the time to actually put the post together, I get a lot more likes and comments than I would normally. Personalized, it's eye-catching. Okay, so I used a filter for this. I shared my story, and then I tell a story that inspires people. Okay, so now I was able to go back and look through those likes. Who are people who I haven't connected with in a while? Who are people who are not coaches and clients already on my team? And just thank them for supporting me. And that opens the door, like we talked before. It starts that conversation. And when you do that, you guys, people are going to keep watching you, okay? Because they see that you're a real person, and they're like, okay, she actually cares. She took the time to actually message me, and it's not just a sales pitch, okay? Because they probably will start realizing that you're selling something and that you're a part of the company. But if you don't go in for the kill and just invite them right off the bat, but you actually take the time to have a conversation with them, and people are going to appreciate that, okay? So what would you do with an extra $800? So if you look through this, you guys, if you have new customers, you have, say we sell 3 challenge packs, that would be $150. Okay, so $150 sold. How nice would that be? I highly suggest going for that in your first month or 2 as a coach. Now, if you have been a coach for a while, this is your first month, okay? This is your first month. Let go of the past and say, okay, this is month 1, first month as a coach. I'm going to go for this and help 3 people. Okay, $150. I'm sure you and your spouse would be very happy about that. The next would be, you keep these coaches on. So we're not the kind of company that we bring people in and then they just, funnel out. You want to actually keep them on their journey and help them fall in love with the workouts, help them fall in love with Shapeology, help them fall in love with the performance line so that they want to continue using the products and get the benefits from them, right? Oh, my mom's calling me right now. Gosh, this is like when everyone's contacting me. Sorry, you guys. You want to make sure that you're continuing on. So say that they stay on for their 2nd month, okay? So you see that down here. Ooh, is $32. Okay, so $32 from these customers that came from month 1. Now say we bring on 3 new customers. Total $246. So the first month we made $150, the second $246. The third one, say the same thing happens. We bring 3 new customers on. We have the 6 from, the 3 from month 2 and the 3 from month 1. That's almost $400. Okay, so you're just shy of $800 in 3 months, you guys. And that's helping 9 people. 9 people. I'm pretty sure every single one of you, I see 16, well, 15 minus me on here. You can help 9 people in 3 months, okay? So what's next, guys? We're finishing up. Number 1, I think all of you are probably already in this group because you wouldn't know about this call if you weren't. But here's our new coach mentorship group, and we are just getting started April 1st, okay? And so the way that we have it set up, and I hope you all have this printed out, is that you have your Success Club system tracker. Now, there's some people who laminate this. Okay, they laminate it and they use just a magic marker, and they can go through and cross it off if you don't want to print it off every single day. But you need this handy, okay? It might seem a little overwhelming if you look at it because you're like, I don't know what any of this means. We're breaking it down for you this week, okay? So make sure you're checking into the group and reading the posts. Number 2, commit to your program, drink your shake, do your daily personal development, okay? So The Compound Effect is an amazing book to get started. Another one that I really like is, let me grab it. Get Over Your DAMN. I'm not going to say it because I see kids. Self. Okay, so that is by Romy. I can't say it. Romy, I can't say her last name. Okay, this is a really good book. She gives you some startup tips as well of doing an MLM. I believe she was a top person in Roden and Fields. This is an amazing book. You can also get that on Audible, but I would suggest also having the hard copy because she has some really great tips and scripts and that kind of thing. So The Compound Effect and that other book are ones that I would start out with. Begin your journey, okay, and start sharing it. So don't wait until you feel ready or until you're done with the training. That is a very big mistake that you can do. And I've had coaches who have done that, and then they're like, gosh, why did I wait so long? Action, you guys. You're never going to know everything. I still don't know everything. There's times where I'm like, I have some coaches on our team that just absorb all the information. I'm like, I need to go to you and ask you the questions because I don't know, right? And YouTube and Google are my best friend. I don't know half the answers in Beachbody, but I've been able to be successful because I'm actionable, okay? I take what I learn and I just go with it. I don't wait until I'm perfect or until I feel ready. I just go for it. You'll see me mess up a lot. If you watch my Instagram stories, you'll see me, or even my posts, sometimes I misspell things or I put the wrong word in there or whatever. Just go for it, you guys, okay? Don't get overwhelmed. You might feel really overwhelmed right now and you are not alone, okay? Take a deep breath. If you watch Daniel Tiger, take a deep breath and count to 4, right? My 3-year-old says that all the time. It's so funny when she says it back to mommy and I'm like, oh, snap, right? But seriously, take a deep breath, count to 4. You're never going to know all the answers. Take it one step at a time, one conversation at a time, one goal at a time, okay? Number 5, create, and this is what I want to give you homework by tomorrow night, okay? So today's Monday, so by tomorrow night, Tuesday, have this done, okay? Because this is going to help you as well for our Thursday push download, okay? So create your dirt list. So what I mean by that is, and I don't know, I actually might be from this Get Over Your DAMN Self, this term, but I heard it a couple years ago, and the dirt lists are the people who know you, love you, trust you. Those are my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brother-in-laws, my best friends from college, my best friends from high school, my husband, okay? Those are the people who know me, love me, trust me. So think about those people, okay? And come up with a list of at least 15 people. Now, we had you guys create that list of 100. If you already did that, then yay, you did the hard work. Now you just need to go back and look at that list, and what I would do is I would highlight 15, at least 15 people on that list who are your dirt list people, okay? Just go through and highlight them. Here, and this is what I want you guys to take a screenshot of, okay? And I will also post these in the new coach mentorship. I'll post this entire PowerPoint slide so you can go back and look at it. But these are the scripts that I would suggest starting with. Like I said before, take it, tweak it, make it your own, okay? So a coach invite right here, as well as a challenge group invite. So you have 2 scripts to go off of. And I want you to just have those there. I'm not saying you have to go and invite them quite yet. We're going to talk about that on Thursday. But you need to create your dirt list, and you need to have these scripts, okay? Sound good? All right, guys, so that's basically it for this. Don't hop off quite yet. But I'm so excited to be able to get you guys started with your business. Trust Britt, Abby, and I, we got you guys, and we want to help you guys be successful. Like I said at the beginning, you get to choose how fast you go, okay? And that's your decision. You can walk, you can run, you can sprint, you can do whatever, okay? But as your coach, whoever signed you up, they're going to walk right next to you, okay? So if you're someone who's like, I want to start a little slower, that's okay. That person's going to match your effort. If you're someone who wants to sprint, guess what? That person's going to match your effort. Like my new coaches know, if they're texting me and messaging me and wanting to sprint, not all day do I respond back, because I have to give Kirk and Tenley some time and have that time management, but I will be helping them, okay? So guys, have a wonderful night. I'm so excited for you guys. Let's take April and just run with it, because I see 14 people on here. Oh, we lost someone. 14 people on here, and use the group, ask questions, and just go for it. All right, guys, have a wonderful night, and I will see you all in the group.